couple thoughts that I have. First of all, I want to thank the employers who are here. Where are they? Well, raise your hands to the employers. Okay. Now, raise them again. Let me see how many we have here. Okay. We have to get a lot more employers involved. Ladies, we have to. You know, I'm a very big believer that if you're going to move a system that seems to be very difficult to move, you need a woman to do it. And I say that sincerely because, you know, issues of empowerment and rights and things like that are something that women can fight for. It's usually with more intensity than men fight for it. And we see examples all over the world of women who move the system because deep down inside you don't give up, maybe sometimes when men get frustrated. We need to have a lot more employers. So we need to go to the chambers, the NFIB, and the roundtable. They need to be fully and totally engaged because without them, it doesn't work. Secondly, I want to thank Kevin and his staff for their work. This has been a sea change for RSC. There is now a focus on this program that I don't think we have seen before. And I hope that the providers that are here have noticed the difference. If you have not noticed the difference, send me a letter. And you don't have to put your name on it, or you don't have to put your name on it. You do what you want. You send it to me at the governor's office, and I will take a look at it. Because we need to make sure that we are fully integrated with the staff that is in Columbus and the staff that is out in the field, and we're doing the job. Now, on the way down here, I was talking to a lady who said to me that, you know, sometimes in these bureaucracies, because we've put her out in the bureaucracy now, she said, well, people say, you know, he'll be here and then he'll be gone, and, you know, we just do things the way we want to do it. Probably true. But don't let me find out. Because we can't continue to do things in the state the way we have always done them. Let me also tell you that training people to be ninja warriors is not a very smart approach for those people who have disabilities. We need to make sure, let me just say a couple things. The handful of business people that are here, your heroes, for those of the providers and for those that work in this operation, just think about one thing. We as living human beings, who I hope recognize the fact that we are all on this earth to achieve something special, to carve out a better today and a better tomorrow. You know, I happen to believe that this is what the Lord wants, the Lord who created me and the Lord who created you. Now, I mean, some people aren't going to buy into this, and that's okay. If you can figure out another way, that's great with me. But I think we all need to recognize that us, as human beings, have a purpose. And our purpose is to bring about a better situation in life today for everybody. Now, people who have been born with these developmental disabilities, people that have been born with these severe physical disabilities, the people like John Martin work with, or those who have been born with, with chemical problems, things like schizophrenia or whatever, the people that Tracy Clark has to deal with, we can't let them live in the shadows. I mean, I don't want to answer for the fact that I knew somebody that could be lifted and I didn't do it. I can't answer that question very well. In addition to that, we take a look at Colonel Moe, and you've got these soldiers today. There was a front page story in the New York Times about using this animal tissue transfer to help an athlete regain their form. It's a beautiful story, but just ask the Colonel about how many people have come back from serving our country and their lives are never going to be the same again because of injuries that they have endured serving us. So, I guess the way I feel about this is we have a tremendous opportunity to change the culture. And we all have to, I mean, you know it better than I do. You've had the experiences and you've seen it. You've seen the failures and you've seen the successes. And I guess the most important message I can give to you is we want to get this right. If you're out in the field and things are screwed up and we don't get, please write to me. Okay, let me know and I will take it to the people that are inside and we will try to get it improved. You know the system better than we know the system. I believe that bottom up is far better than top down. And the only reason why I'm doing this job is because I want to see things get better. I mean, believe me, I didn't do this job because I have some, purpose of being back in politics again. I didn't be back in politics like I get a hole in my head. But I'm doing it because I feel that I was given the opportunity and the responsibility to do some things to help people. And it's happening, by the way. We're up 122,000 jobs. People say, how do you feel? I say, well, I just feel good that there are families now that are working. I mean, that makes me feel good. But, that's my mission. So I got my mission and you have your mission. Now, if we can link employers with providers, with the whole system, and the cabinet, which represents a whole big field of people out here, if we can link them all together, there isn't any doubt we can make it work. But employers are going to have to stop and think, what is my responsibility as a human being to another human being? We're going to have to sell that. And we've got to be more aggressive, Kevin, in terms of getting this business community to say it works. We passed this employment first deal. And we're seeing it work in places like Ohio Health. We're seeing it work at Lowe's. I have to tell you, you should have been there the day we announced it. And those moms sitting there with their adult children who had these severe disabilities, the look on their faces like, oh my goodness, you mean my son or my daughter is going to have a chance? That's just fantastic. I said, that was the day the sun came up for an awful lot of moms. So, folks, let's push and pull together. Let's hold one another accountable. And I will tell you that it is a priority for us. It is a priority for our cabinet. And we're going to do the best we can, but at the end of the day, it's in your hands. It really is in your hands, because we can't run it from out here. You're the ones that ultimately can get this job done. And if at the end of the day, you get asked a question by your son or by your daughter, or when you leave this world, if you get asked the question, what did I do for those that needed help? That's going to be worth $1 billion here on earth. Because in case you haven't checked, eternity lasts an awful long time. And if we get it right, it's going to work out for all of us. So good luck. God bless you. Send me those cards and letters. Thank you all very much.